Broncos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Making the tackle there, Corn Elder.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Over!
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Ooh, with a juke. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jameis now on 1st down. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
You got him! You got him! You got him!
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. Open space inside the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Jameis to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go! 3:19!
He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Winston now to throw on first down. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Back to it after the pick six. Winston throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now Jameis on second down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. A give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Second down, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Third and short yardage, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, Winston again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Jameis now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Winston now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, Winston. Howard has the first down and then some. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's Humphries. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go. And
not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now, whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Now let's go!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
He'll drop to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw is Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Jameis to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Now Winston. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He'll get it up the middle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that is going to set up third and goal. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down throw for Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it, they may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 91 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Easy. Hey, stop.
Now a give. This is Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Throwing, Winston. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.